It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz. I'm Jocelyn Corona, your host for tonight. Our teams for this first sixth grade semifinal are Daggett Montessori and World Language Institute. They're in their seats ready to go. And in the Kroger kitchen, culinary students from Northside High School are whipping up a surprise for the audience. Thank you, Kroger, for sponsoring this delicious addition to Whiz Quiz. They always serve something really amazing. Can't wait to try it. Here to entertain us tonight, we have the Southwest High School Jazz Band. Hey, guys. But first, here to ask the questions, Fort Worth, Dallas media personality Jeff Jamison. Jeff, let's get this started.
All right. Thanks so much, Jocelyn, and welcome everybody to Whiz Quiz this year, and another exciting year. And I'm proud of you guys and excited to see how tonight plays out. We are going to be getting started here in just a minute, but I wanted to introduce everybody else who's at the table with me this evening. To my left is Norma Burks. She's the district coordinator of UIL and academic activities and Whiz Quiz director for the district. And then to my right is Jason Martinez, who's a Carter Riverside teacher. He's going to be keeping time for us this evening. And then right in front of me is Rolando Maldonado, who's a Carter Riverside High School student. And Rolando is going to be resetting our buzzers for us. So every time someone buzzes in, they'll be able to reset for the next question. So I do want to give everybody an opportunity who's up on the dais to introduce yourself. So we'll start with Daggett Montessori, and we'll start over here and work our way down. Tell us your name and what maybe something else interesting about yourself.
And I love TCU.
All right.
I'm Savannah Smith, and I don't really know. I guess my favorite food is pizza.
All right.
I'm Kylie Williams.
I'm Roman Navarro.
All right. How about WLI? Go ahead.
My name is Didier, and in my free time I like playing soccer.
All right.
My name's Sophia.
My name is Simon Lake, and I own a turtle.
Okay. There you go.
Dylan Dews, and I love Chipotle.
Who doesn't? That's good.
My name is Mava, and I once spelled my name completely incorrectly.
Uh-oh. Well, let's hope that you have better luck at answering the questions tonight, all right? Well, we're going to begin here with round number one, and as you guys probably know, every question or every round is a toss-up round. So as we ask the questions, you're going to have 4 seconds to answer after you buzz in. You'll have 20 seconds if it's a math question, and every question is worth 10 points. Okay, is everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's start. Here's question number one. This composer spent many years teaching violin at the Ospedale della Pietà orphanage in his hometown of Venice. His most famous work is part of the Contest Between Harmony and Invention and is a set of 4 concertos for violin. For 10 points, name this composer of the 4 seasons. Daggett?
Mozart.
That is incorrect. WLI?
Joplin?
No, we're looking for Vivaldi. Vivaldi is the answer. Okay? All right, next toss-up question. This character defeated Grindelwald to become master of the Elder Wand. He's WLI.
Albus Dumbledore?
Correct. All right, so WLI, we now go to our bonus questions for you guys, okay? So I'll read a bonus question, and you'll get an opportunity to answer. Here's our first bonus question. History has been shaped by many important books and essays for 10 points each. Here we go. The Chinese military scholar Sun Tzu wrote a book whose title is usually translated to English as The Art of This Activity. The strategy in the book has informed military operations all over the world.
War?
Correct. Good job. Next one. The Italian Niccolo Machiavelli wrote this book about how rulers should behave. This book is notable for its defense of the ends can justify the means.
War and Peace?
No? Daggett Montessori, you have a chance to take that one?
Time.
Okay. Answer is The Prince. All right, and the final part of our bonus question for WLI. This pamphlet by Thomas Paine inspired the American Revolution by advocating for independence.
Common Sense?
That's right, Common Sense. Good job, guys. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Here we go. There is a team of 4 people, and they need to know who is the tallest. Jamie is not the tallest. Melissa is taller than Tom. Cheryl is shorter than Jamie. And Tom is shorter than Cheryl. Now, based on that information, for 10 points, who is the tallest? Daggett Montessori.
Michelle.
What?
No, that's incorrect. Who is the tallest? WLI.
Melissa?
That's right, Melissa. Melissa. Okay. WLI, we're going to go back to you for our bonus question. And here it is. You've got several body parts that can help you eat, beginning with the letter M, for 10 points each. This lower jaw bone moves up and down to help you chew.
Molars?
No. Daggett Montessori, do you have a chance?
Mouth.
No, we're looking for mandible. Mandible. All right, next bonus question for WLI. In the back of your mouth are these large, flat teeth that help to grind food to help us digest it easier.
Molars.
That's right, there's your molar. All right, WLI, last part of our bonus. This word, beginning with M, describes the excretion that protects the lining of your stomach from being destroyed by stomach acid. It is also the name of the substance lining your nose.
Mucus?
That's right, mucus. All right, good job, WLI. And now we're going to go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. The First and Second Continental Congresses met in this city. It was founded as a settlement between the Delaware and Schuylkill rivers on land of the Lenape tribe. For 10 points, name the city in which the Declaration of Independence was signed in Independence Hall. WLI.
Jamestown?
No. Daggett? Yep.
Philadelphia.
That is correct. It's Philadelphia. All right, so Daggett Montessori, you get a chance at some bonus questions. Like the Super Bowl for nerds, the National Spelling Bee occurs each year testing the skills of young folks like you. But not all the words are long ones. For 10 points each, In both 1936 and 1965, the champion correctly spelled this 6-letter word that means a non-contagious skin rash that can result in oozing lesions.
Pimple?
No, not looking for pimple. WLI?
Blister?
The answer is eczema. Okay. Now we'll go back to Daggett Montessori. Here's the other part of your bonus question. The 1984 winner correctly spelled this 4-letter word for a sport similar to bobsled, where competitors travel down an icy track while laying on a sled.
Time.
Okay. WLI?
Sled.
No, we're looking for luge. The luge. All right, back to Daggett Montessori. Here's the last part of this bonus question. The winner in 1928 spelled this 5-letter word beginning with K, which means a talent or aptitude for doing something.
Knack?
That's right. Good job. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Here we go. The reverse process of this phase change is deposition. The chemical naphthalene in mothballs undergoes this WLI.
Erosion.
No. The chemical naphthalene in mothballs undergoes this phase change to release its active repellent. For 10 points, name this phase change, which occurs when a solid directly becomes a gas, such as dry ice to carbon.
Evaporation?
Say it again?
Evaporation?
No, we're looking for sublimation. That was that. Sublimation. All right, that's the end of round number 1. Good job, guys. Take a little bit of a breath. And we'll come back with round number 2 in just a bit.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm here with FWISD Superintendent Dr. Campy Scribner. So, Dr. Scribner, how does WISQUIZ align with the district's mission?
Well, WizQuiz is one of the best examples of our district mission to prepare all students for success in college, career, and community leadership. This is one of the activities and one of the events that really closely aligns to our mission.
Oh, well, that's great. And what do you personally like about WISQUIZ?
Well, 2 things. Tonight we have 2 of our schools of choice, which are wonderful opportunities for parents to be able to have choice and determine where their students are going to go to school. But also, this event is not only about academic skill, but also about the ability to communicate. One of the skills that these young people are going to need when they get older in the workplace is the ability to communicate and to speak and to think on their feet. And that's what this event prepares them to do.
Well, that is pretty good. I'm glad we have this type of events to help the kids out.
I am too. Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I personally like all of the experiences we gained through WISQUIZ. Did you know the production crew tonight is mostly of students, myself included? We're in the Gold Seal Advanced Media Program, or AMP, at Southwest High School. This is what you call the real-world learning experience. Now stick around and we'll be right back for more WISQUIZ.
Reimagine your learning environment at the Fort Worth Technology Conference, January 25th at 8 a.m. at Southwest High School. Explore the latest technology innovations, network with other educators, experience the digital playground, escape room, and breakout sessions. This year's keynote speaker, Jamie Cassip, is the education evangelist at Google. He collaborates with schools about innovating education with the power and potential of technology. Registration is free for Fort Worth ISD educators. Pre-registration outside the district is $35. For registration information, visit fwisd.org/FWTC.
She's nice. We hug her. She's the awesome teacher ever.
Success in the classroom is when I see my kids having so much fun, they don't even realize they're learning.
She loves us.
A classroom that's full of love, laughter, smiles, and high fives is a classroom I want to be in. We do high fives all the time. Our classroom is very fun. They love to create in the puppet center. They love to display their writing. They love to build with the blocks. They love to be creative. Success in the classroom is built on strong relationships. A teacher should create a safe, consistent, fair, and inviting learning environment so that all students can succeed. They know I'm passionate because I move my hands so much. And I give them engaging activities that they in turn get excited about. We want them to know that school is a place that is safe for them and that their teachers love them. Teaching is very rewarding. You will work so hard every day because you're going to realize the profound privilege that parents have given you by allowing you to take care of their child day in and day out.
A letter from one of my students. Dear Ms. Burgess, I can't believe it, but I will be graduating soon. I thought it would be appropriate to tell you thank you for staying on me. I always felt like I wasn't good enough, but you always saw potential in me. It made me open up my eyes and realize that I can do anything if I put my mind to it. Realizing that helped me in several ways. With your help, I became a better person. I look at life a lot different. Once again, thank you for always believing in me when no one else did.
And that's the award-winning Southwest High School Jazz Band, led by director Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand. Welcome back to WISD, the sport of knowledge. I'm joined here by Fort Worth School Board members.
CJ Evans with District 5.
And
Dar with District 6.
Okay, so I have some questions for you two ladies. How does WISD align with the board's goals?
Oh, this is the perfect example of increasing and challenging and making sure that students are reaching their potential. We want to make sure that every kid reaches their potential, and this is a great way to do that. But not only that they are doing so in the classroom, but they are learning to be lifelong learners. And these kids are readers and writers, and I know that regardless of today's outcome, every kid in this competition is a winner.
Thank you.
I think this competition is so great to see all the hard work that the students have put in. And that's because of the hard work that their teachers and coaches have put in, as well as their parents challenging them at home.
Well, thank you so much for the answers.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Our teams are all ready to go to round 2. So take it away, Jeff.
All right, thank you, Jocelyn. It's exciting to be here for round number 2. You guys feeling okay?
No.
Yeah, okay. Raise your hand if you're new up on the podium for this round. We want to make sure, we are able to introduce yourself. Go ahead. Okay, we're happy you're here too. Okay. That is not a question I can answer. If it's a new round? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and switch. Do you want to like physically switch out or just? Okay. You'll just know that you're the captain. Got it. All right. Well, we're back for the second round, and here's the score. It's 20-60 in favor of WLI, but it's still anybody's game because each question is still worth 10 points in this toss-up round that we're in. Okay, is everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, let's begin. Sports venues in this state include the Barclays Center and Key Bank Center. both of which primarily host hockey. This state's name appears as part of the two NFL teams whose stadiums are in New Jersey. For 10 points, name this state where you can find Madison Square Garden and Yankee Stadium. Daggett Montessori.
New York.
That is right, New York. So let's go to our next bonus question for you guys. Name some countries based on the famous foods that come from these places. For 10 points each. The original home of cheddar cheese and Worcestershire sauce in this European country, where today you can easily visit a chip shop to get fish and chips.
Netherlands.
No?
London.
No, we were looking for the country, so it's England. England. All right. All right, next bonus question for Daggett Montessori. A banh mi is a type of sandwich from this country, where we also get the noodle soup named pho.
Germany.
No? WLI?
Vietnam.
That's right, Vietnam. Good job. All right, back over to Daggett Montessori. Dumplings called pierogi and sausages called kielbasa are common foods from this European country.
China.
No? WLI?
Poland.
That's right, Poland. Good job. All right. Let's go back to our toss-up questions, guys. You ready? Here's our next one. This letter is the middle initial of famous American Booker Washington. One of Ford's most popular early cars was the model this letter. WLI.
T.
That's right. T is the answer. And now let's go to WLI for our next set of bonus questions. Famous pieces of music often get nicknames based on the feelings they evoke in listeners. For 10 points each, Beethoven's Third Symphony has this nickname, from the Italian for heroic. It is said the symphony earned this nickname for its dedication to Napoleon Bonaparte.
Time.
Daggett Montessori?
Ode to Joy.
No, Eroica. Eroica. Okay, WLI, back over to you. Beethoven also wrote this sonata with this nickname, as it reminded one listener of the beautiful glow shining on Lake Lucerne.
The Shining.
No? Daggett?
Burleys.
No? We're looking for Moonlight. Moonlight. All right, WLI, last bonus question. The opening notes of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony have been described as the sound of this mythological figure knocking at the door. This figure is the personification of destiny.
Grampus.
No? Daggett Montessori?
Time.
For fate. Fate knocking on the door. All right? Let's go back to our toss-up questions. This author's poetry collections include Let America Be America Again and Montage of a Dream Deferred. While in Harlem, this author was part of the Harlem Renaissance. For 10 points, name this author who wrote poems like The Weary Blues and The Negro Speaks of Rivers. Daggett Montessori.
Maya Angelou.
No? WLI?
Time.
Langston Hughes. Okay. Next toss-up question. In addition to Luxembourg and France, this country hosts the European Parliament. The Treaty of Ghent, which ended the War of 1812, was signed in this country. For 10 points, name this European country in which you would find the headquarters of NATO in Brussels. WLI.
Belgium.
Good, Belgium, that's right. So let's go to our next bonus questions for WLI. Like river itself, these river-related words also have 5 letters for 10 points each. This type of lake is created when a river changes its course near a bend. These crescent-shaped lakes used to be part of the river course.
Time.
Daggett, you have a chance. No, that's a good guess. It's Oxbow. Oxbow Lakes. All right, WLI, next bonus question. A wall or ridge running parallel to a river that helps prevent surrounding land from flooding is known by this 5-letter name.
Time.
Daggett?
A dam?
No, looking for levee.
Yes.
Levee. All right, back over to WLI. Last bonus question. This 5-letter word describes the area where a river discharges or meets another river or larger body of water.
A delta?
That's right, delta. Okay, back to our last toss-up question of this round. This scientist's tomb had a sphere and a cylinder engraved on it to represent his mathematical work. He is also known for explaining the lever, and for designing a screw that could pump water. For 10 points, name this Greek scientist who developed the principle of buoyancy. Daggett Montessori.
Socrates.
No?
Aristotle.
No, we're looking for Archimedes. All right? That's the end of round number 2. We'll be back in just a little bit for round number 3. Good job, guys. In the meantime, we'll go back up to Jocelyn.
Kitchen. They're preparing appetizers to serve at the end of the match. Will they make it in time? You have to stay tuned. And thank you to Kroger for supplying all of the ingredients. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back for more Whiz Quiz.
I belong here.
There's a place all parents want for their young child, where learning happens in leaps and bounds in literacy, math, and social skills, where teachers are state certified and super suited to provide structure, encouragement, and a nurturing, safe space for every child.
And that place is Fort Worth ISD, pre-K and kindergarten. Your child belongs here.
I started on this teaching path as a kindergartner in 1996. I decided then, and I'm a very, very determined person, that I was going to be a teacher. So fast forward to the last 3 years, I got the opportunity to move from 5th grade to an inclusion position at Westcliff Elementary. I work with all students every day, not just students with disabilities. I teach math every day, but I'm also a role model to them on how to demonstrate compassion and effort and confidence. One of my greatest joys is having my former students come back and tell me that they joined the PAL program, which is Peer Assistance and Leadership, in middle school because they wanted to be a friend to someone with a disability. even when they have disabilities themselves. I know that compassion for others and that effort and that confidence to step up and stand out starts with the positive role models that we are as teachers. That's inclusion, and that's why I teach. Thank you.
She's amazing. She's really an amazing person to have in your life.
I consider her my second mother. Probably the best teacher at the school.
I know I'm having a great day when I see smiles on my students, especially when they walk into class.
As soon as you step in her classroom, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different vibe.
I know I'm having a good day when I see those light bulb moments. It's like, oh yeah, a student finally understanding something. Success looks like me as a teacher being able to take a step back and allowing the students to really take ownership of their learning. Students should expect their teachers to set them up for success and be able to take on that challenge. I'm definitely able to make learning fun. Whatever they want to do, I want them to believe in themselves. I belong in Fort Worth ISD because of my students. The ones that I've had, the ones that I have, and the ones that I'm going to have. Teaching is not a 8:15 to 3:40 job. You are going to think about your students all the time. I know I belong in Fort Worth ISD because it's home.
I belong here.
There's a place all
Jazz Band, and now more Whiz Quiz. Jeff?
All right, we're back for round number 3. You guys ready to go for round 3? All right, we are too. Now, let me tell you the score. It's 30-110 in favor of WLI. And we're still doing our toss-up questions, each worth 10 points, along with the bonus questions. Raise your hand if you're new up on the podium. Anyone new? All right, yeah, we want to hear from you. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Ethan. I like to skateboard.
All right, Ethan. Nice to meet you. Glad you're here. Anyone else? Are we all set?
We're good.
Okay, everyone has their captains and we're ready to go? Okay. Well, let's begin with our first toss-up question of round number 3. Here we go. Molly competed in a race and wants to know what % of the field finished ahead of her. If Molly finished 6th out of 20, Molly knows that means 5 people finished ahead of her. For 10 points, what % of the field beat Molly in the race? WLI.
30%.
No. We gonna allow that one?
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
25%.
That's right, 25%. All right, Daggett. You guys have the bonus questions here. Let's get to that, and here it is. Name some famous Springfields for 10 points each. The largest Springfield in the country is located in this state, which it shares with cities like Independence, Columbia, and Joplin.
Illinois.
No? WLI?
Pennsylvania.
No, Missouri. All right, next for Daggett Montessori. The Springfield of this state serves as its capital and is near the longtime home of Abraham Lincoln.
Illinois.
That's right, there's your Illinois. All right, next bonus question for you guys. The oldest Springfield in the country, founded in 1636, is in this state, where it was the site of the Shays' Rebellion against taxation by this state.
Boston.
No? WLI?
Massachusetts.
That's right, Massachusetts. All right. Back to our toss-up questions for both teams. This leader of the Soviet Union was known for promoting social... Daggett?
Stalin.
That is right, Joseph Stalin. Good job. All right. So, Daggett Montessori, you get the bonus questions again. They say the answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. It's also the answer to each of these questions. For 10 points each in Roman numerals, this is how you would express the number 42.
Time.
All right, sorry, WLI?
3 1s, 1 5, and then an L after that.
No, for Roman numerals. Oh, right. Norma's pointing out you can look right up there on the Whiz quiz sign. We were giving you the answer and you didn't even know it. This is the 42nd year of Whiz quiz here in 4th ISD. So it's XLII. All right? That's very funny. All right. All right. We'll go back to Daggett Montessori for our second bonus question. Breaking 42 into its prime factorization would give you this expression.
Time.
All right, sorry, WLI, got it?
3 times 2 times 7.
Is that acceptable in that order? All right. All right, good job, guys. All right, let's go back to Daggett Montessori for the last bonus question here. In binary code, this would be the representation of 42. You should say your answer using zeros and ones.
Time.
Sorry, Daggett.
0 0 0 0 1 1.
No, we're looking for 10 10 10. All right?
Very easy.
So easy it was hard.
Yes.
All right. Let's go back to our toss-up questions. Here we go. A common yoga move is the salutation to this object. A Roman god of this object was named Sol, Invictus, and the Greek Helios drove this. Daggett.
The sun.
That's right. The sun is correct. All right, Daggett Montessori, you get our next bonus questions. Here we go. Many of the lessons taught in the Bible involve the family for 10 points each. For example, the story of this man involves his sons Ham and Shem working to repopulate the world after the Great Flood by starting families of their own.
Noah.
That's right, Noah. Good job. Next question. Depending on who you ask, either this man or his brother Ishmael was to be killed by their father, Abraham. Muslims believe Ishmael was to be sacrificed, while Christians believe it was this man instead.
Jesus.
No? WLI?
Cain.
No, Isaac. All right. Daggett Montessori, last bonus question for this one. This man's wife turned into a pillar of salt when she looked back toward the city of Sodom.
Mary.
No.
Abraham.
No, Lot. All right. Let's go back to our toss-up questions, guys. This character, who only appears 3 times, is revealed to be related to both Paris and Mercutio. In his first speech, he condemns a brawl between the Capulets and Montagues, and his words, "For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo," close the play. For 10 points, Daggett Montessori.
Tybalt.
No. For 10 points, name this character who banishes Romeo from Verona.
Time.
Looking for Prince Escalus. All right, next toss-up question. This country was the birthplace of the authors Oscar Wilde and Bram Stoker, both of whom later moved to England. One of the best-known translations of Beowulf was done by this country's Seamus Heaney. For 10 points, name this country about which James Joyce wrote the short story collection Dubliners. WLI.
Ireland.
Good job. Ireland is correct. And so, WLI, we're going back to you for our bonus questions. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, DC Comics has also created a film franchise for its popular characters. For 10 points each, the DC cast this actress to play Wonder Woman in the recent film. This actress previously served in the Israeli military.
Gal Gadot. Or Gal Gadot.
Yeah, that's right. All right, next, Ezra Miller plays this superhero in the DC movies. On DC's television series, Grant Gustin portrays this speedster.
The Flash.
That's right. And since 2016, this actor has played Batman in the DC film universe.
Brad Pitt.
No? Daggett Montessori?
Ben Affleck.
That's right. Ben Affleck is correct. Good job. And that's the end of round number 3. You made it to 3, and we'll get to 4 in just a minute. Let's go back up to Jocelyn.
Excellent job, teams. And now the audience gets into the action. They're lining up with my friend Daniel De La Cruz to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Sponsored by Pizza Snobs. Daniel, who's your first contestant?
Thank you, Jocelyn. Well, our first contestant is already here. Who is?
Jacob.
And what team are you rooting for?
Daggett Montessori.
All right. Well, are you ready to get into your first question?
Yes.
Okay. Name the month of the year in which we fall back for daylight saving time and in which we celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States.
November.
All right. Let's look at your answer. It is November. Congratulations. Here is your prize. We have a Fort Worth ISD notebook along with a Snob coupon. Enjoy your pizza.
Thank you.
All right, we have our second contestant coming up. Who is?
Ava.
And who are you rooting for?
Daggett Montessori.
Well, are you ready for your question?
Yeah.
All right. Name this player on a football team who snaps the ball back from the line of scrimmage. Would you like some help from the crowd?
Yes.
All right. Anybody got any answers? Are you going to go with the crowd?
Yes.
All right. Let's see what the answer is. It is censor. Congratulations. Here is your prize. And now for our third and final contestant, we have?
Lydia Smith.
And what team are you rooting for?
Daggett Montessori.
Well, are you ready to get into your question?
Yes.
All right. In the nursery rhyme, Ba Ba Black Sheep, the sheep has this many bags of wool. Would you like the crowd to help you?
Is it a trick question? Doesn't he have 0?
Would that be your final answer? Or would you like the crowd to help you? All right, anybody got any answers? Would you go with the crowd?
Yes.
All right, let's look at your answer. It is 3. Congratulations. Here is your prize. Well, that's all we have for the segment of Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Jocelyn, back to you.
Thank you, Daniel. And those contestants were great, right?
Yes, they sure were.
Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff, all yours.
All right, thank you guys. We're here for round 4, and it is 90 to 160 in favor of WLI right now. And this is our final round, and this is, again, a toss-up round where the questions are still worth 10 points each, and you still have some bonus questions to get to as well. So if we're ready to go, let's start with our next question. These creatures can transmit Rocky Mountain spotted fever to humans, a type of rickettsia bacteria. The most well-known disease these arachnids spread is the joint pain-causing Lyme disease. For 10 points, Daggett Montessori.
Mosquitoes?
No. For 10 points, name the small arachnids that may bite and attach to the skin of humans hiking in the woods.
Time.
I was.
Tick.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
The
I'm
buzz's
sorry.
there. Okay. You got to clear it.
Sorry.
Is it a chigger?
No, it was ticks. Ticks was the answer. Yeah. All right, let's go to our next toss-up. This country's east coast features the Great Dividing Range. The island of Daggett Montessori.
Australia.
That is correct. Good job. And so we go to bonus questions for Daggett Montessori. Many U.S. presidents were governors before being elected president. For 10 points each, Franklin Roosevelt once served as governor of this state, as did his cousin Theodore. FDR was born in this state's city of Hyde Park.
Delaware.
No. WLI?
Philadelphia.
No. New York. New York. All right. Daggett Montessori. Bill Clinton is from this small town of Hope in this southern state where he served as governor.
Georgia.
No.
Arkansas.
Arkansas is right. This president, Daggett Montessori, this president was formerly the governor of Georgia, where he maintained a peanut farm.
Abraham Lincoln.
No. WLI?
Clooney.
No. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter was that president. All right. Georgia Clooney, not president as far as I know. All right, let's go back to toss-up questions. Here we go. This character was first introduced in a study in Scarlet. His brother, Mycroft, is said to be equally as smart but not as practical. Stories of him often begin at 221B Baker Street. For 10 points, name this character whose stories are told by his assistant, Dr. John Watson. Daggett Montessori.
Sherlock Holmes.
That's right, Sherlock Holmes. And so Daggett Montessori, here comes bonus questions for you. Can you complete the titles of these groundbreaking science books? For 10 points each. Charles Darwin is best known for his book on natural selection and evolution, titled The Origin of These Things.
Mankind.
No. WLI?
Humans.
No. Species. Okay. Back to Daggett Montessori. James Watson, a co-discoverer of DNA, published a book on its structure titled The Double This Shape.
U.
No.
Spiral.
No. Helix. Double helix. All right. And last bonus question for Daggett Montessori. Rachel Carson wrote a book on the effects of pesticides on birds and the environment, which she called Silent This Season.
Autumn.
No.
Summer.
No. You had two more choices. It was spring. Spring. All right. Let's go back to our our toss-up questions. The membrane surrounding this organ is called the pericardium. The four sections of this organ are separated by semilunar valves, such as the bicuspid. World Language Institute.
The heart.
That's right. Good job. So WLI, you have the bonus questions this time. Some of the best-known characters from literature were orphans. For 10 points each. Harold Gray created this red-haired orphan girl who lives with many other girls in Miss Hannigan's house. That's right. This legendary character, created by Edgar Rice Burroughs, was raised by apes after his parents, British nobles, died when they were marooned in Africa.
Tarzan.
Correct. When his parents died in a stampede, this boy was sent to live with his aunts Spiker and Sponge in a book by Roald Dahl.
James.
That's right. Good job, James Henry Trotter. All right, let's go to our last toss-up question of this round. When stored in clay and ash for several weeks, One of these becomes a century type. This food can also be wrapped in sausage in its Scotch type, and part of one of these is whipped to make meringue. Daggett Montessori.
Cream.
No. For 10 points, name this food that can be served in huevos rancheros or omelets. WLI. That's right, eggs. All right, so bonus questions for WLI. Name some words commonly used in economics for 10 points each. This is the amount of money that a lender charges someone to borrow their money. It is often expressed as a namesake rate, and it can be earned on your savings account.
Interest.
Correct? When goods are made in one country and sold in another, the manufacturing country is said to have done this to the goods.
Export.
Export, yes. This word means the money and physical resources that are used to generate other resources. This word followed by ism describes the kind of economy that the U.S. runs under.
Capitalism.
Capital, that's right. Good job, guys. And that is the end of round 4 and our match. Very, very well done. We'll tally up the final score and come back in just a few minutes. Back to Jocelyn.
So thanks, Jeff, and I'm here with principals.
Guadalupe Barreto from WLI.
Vicky Henya from Daggett Montessori.
Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Tell me, why as a principal you like WISD?
As a principal, I like WISD for several reasons. First of all, because it promotes teamwork. It encourages students to read and become very well balanced in knowledge in terms of not only the academics, but also contemporary, perhaps, topics. And also, it's just exciting to compete.
You know, the kids have worked hard all semester long, and it's exciting to see them so motivated and just really participating in something outside the school, although it is a part of the school. In addition, it gets the entire school excited for them as well as their parents in our community.
Okay, and our last question is, so who's going to win tonight?
Go Griffins.
Let's go Dragons.
All right, well, thank you guys for being here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll find out who's going to the finals. First, one more peek in the Kroger kitchen where Northside High School culinary students are dishing it up. Don't go away.
Have you figured out how you can serve yet? Listen up.
There's a place for you in the Fort Worth Independent School District. We need teachers, especially with math, science, and bilingual skills. Learn to drive a bus and meet great kids along the route. We need campus monitors and custodial staff who take pride in the safety and appearance of all our schools. And a cafeteria crew offering many choices for students as well as employees.
Got it? You belong in Fort Worth ISD.
The safety of every kid, adult, staff member here in this building, you know, during the school day is paramount.
The most important things we do is we monitor the schools for any persons that's here that shouldn't be. We also watch for any situations that don't look right. Y'all need to keep moving. Let's keep moving. Most security type jobs, you're by yourself. Here you're actually with the kids and you get to really build a little working relationship with these kids. How you doing, man? Good to see you again. Good to see you. I started out in elementary school about 10 years ago, and a lot of these kids who were in pre-K back in those days are now like sophomores in high school.
This is year number 18 for me. I felt like a big brother to them. You know, as I got older, it went from a big brother figure almost to like a father figure. The kids grew up. I grew up a little bit because it just felt like it was a growing process for me.
It's not as stressful as a corporate job. How we doing, guys? Y'all okay?
Yeah.
Good. You have a lot of time off. You get to spend a lot of quality time with a lot of good students. This job is important because of the changing world we live in today. We need people around to watch these schools, to protect the kids.
When I moved from Oklahoma to Fort Worth, I had absolutely no plans of teaching elementary physical education. I was going to be a high school or middle school English teacher and a football coach instead, but that was always my passion, but God had a different plan. So for the next 22 years, I greeted 40 to 60 students each class and watched as each one nudged their way into their little space in my heart, each one with a different story and different circumstances. I've always wanted my gym to be a place where they could feel safe and have fun and thrive. Most of all, I wanted to give them something that would impact the rest of their life. A wise person once said, someday the only thing that will matter is your health. It's a truth that I have embraced for myself over the years and more importantly for each student that may walk, jog, or skip through my gym door. That each step they take will be a step closer to a happier and healthier life.
We have the first winners for the first semifinal match. Take it away, Jeff.
All right, well, this has been a really fun match. Well done for both teams. Congratulations for being here. The score was 110 to 250 in favor of WLI, so congratulations. And I want to hand it over to Norma for a trophy presentation.
All right, both teams, you worked really hard all year. You went to a lot of matches. You practiced a lot with your coaches. First, I want you to give your coaches a hand for all of the hard work they did. And be sure and tell them thank you. I hope to see all of you back next year at the 7th grade level, and the next year at the 8th grade level, and after that at the high school level, right? Yeah. Great. Okay, so I'm handing the trophy to who is going to, okay. This is the trophy for, turn so they can see you this way, for Daggett Montessori. And good job, guys, and we hope to see y'all here again next year.
All right, and we'll see WLI in the finals coming up in a bit. Let's go back to Jocelyn.
Congratulations, WLI, and as promised, straight from the Kroger kitchen, trays and trays of goodies, courtesy of the Gold Seal culinary students at Northside, and we all get to enjoy it. I've got the Northside culinary instructor, Stephanie Lindstrom. The food looks great. What is it?
So our students worked really hard to prepare 3 different dishes. They have a deviled egg, which we call the Red Goddess deviled eggs, which have roasted red peppers in them, and jalapeno and shallots. And then we also have a tropical pineapple meatball and a grapefruit bar that is sweet and salty.
Wow, that sounds really good. Can't wait to try it. And what are some of the skills it takes to make this?
Well, in order to make these dishes, our students had to know knife skills and have knowledge of different cooking methods.
Wow, that sounds very great. I need to practice to do that. Well, what are some of the things the students learn in the program besides culinary skills, of course?
Well, they also learn service and what it means to have customer service skills. Right now they're learning how to prepare presentations for plating, and of course that's culinary, but then they also have to have people skills, learning how to serve, learning how to work big events like this. So right now they're just getting more practice.
Oh, well, that sounds great. And well, thank you for these awesome treats. Let's congratulate WLI one more time. Yay. And thank you again to Kroger for sponsoring the culinary segment. Plus, a big thank you to Pizza Snob Restaurants for feeding the crew tonight. The pizza was amazing. See you in a few minutes for our second semifinal.
Reimagine your learning environment at the Fort Worth Technology Conference, January 25th at 8 a.m. at Southwest High School. Explore the latest technology innovations, network with other educators, experience the digital playground, escape room, and breakout sessions. This year's keynote speaker, Jamie Cassip, is the education evangelist at Google. He collaborates with schools about innovating education with the power and potential of technology. Registration is free for Fort Worth ISD educators. Pre-registration outside the district is $35. For registration information, visit fwisd.org/FWTC.
She's nice. We hug her. She's the awesome teacher ever.
Success in the classroom is when I see my kids having so much fun, they don't even realize they're learning.
She loves us.
A classroom that's full of love, laughter, smiles, and high fives is a classroom I want to be in. We do high fives all the time. Our classroom is very fun. They love to create in the puppet center. They love to display their writing. They love to build with the blocks. They love to be creative. Success in the classroom is built on strong relationships. A teacher should create a safe, consistent, fair, and inviting learning environment so that all students can succeed. They know I'm passionate because I move my hands so much. And I give them engaging activities that they in turn get excited about. We want them to know that school is a place that is safe for them and that their teachers love them. Teaching is very rewarding. You'll work so hard every day because you're going to realize the profound privilege that parents have given you by allowing you to take care of their child day in and day out.
Not a day that has gone by that I hadn't heard one or both of my parents saying that education is the key to a better life. Si se puede, or yes, one can. I was recruited by Fort Worth ISD in the spring of 2009. As I listened to the recruiter, I heard echoes of my parents saying, a key to a better life. At that moment, I knew that this job was the best choice for me. Throughout my teaching career, I always strive to be the best teacher I can because my kids need me. I knew it was meant to be when I was placed on this campus. The population of Rosemont 6th grade is mostly Hispanic, and as an educated Hispanic woman, I want my students to see that you don't have to be a product of your circumstances. Within my culture, I'm a rarity. Yes, Hispanic women are the backbone of their family, often giving up on dreams and goals to make sure their families get the best. With the love and support of my family, I was told that I was going to be more than lost dreams and unrequited fulfillment. Si se puede. Yes, one can. Yes, I can. And yes, I can make a difference.
I belong here.
There's a place all parents want for their young child, where learning happens in leaps and bounds in literacy, math, and social skills, where teachers are state certified and super suited to provide structure, encouragement, and a nurturing, safe space for every child.
And that place is Fort Worth ISD, pre-K and kindergarten. Your child belongs here.
I started on this teaching path as a kindergartner in 1996. I decided then, and I'm a very, very determined person, that I was going to be a teacher. So fast forward to the last 3 years, I got the opportunity to move from 5th grade to an inclusion position at Westcliff Elementary. I work with all students every day, not just students with disabilities. I teach math every day, but I'm also a role model to them on how to demonstrate compassion and effort and confidence. One of my greatest joys is having my former students come back and tell me that they joined the PAL program, which is Peer Assistance and Leadership, in middle school because they wanted to be a friend to someone with a disability, even when they have disabilities themselves. I know that compassion for others and that effort and that confidence to step up and stand out starts with the positive role models that we are as teachers. That's inclusion, and that's why I teach. Thank you.
who's going to advance to the finals tonight? Will it be YWLA? Woo! Or will it be McLean 6? Woo! Well, we're about to find out. Let's play some Whiz Quiz.
For 10 points each, name this It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz. I'm your host, Jocelyn Corona. Well, we just saw WLI advance to the 6th grade finals, and either McLean 6 or Young Women's Leadership Academy will join them. Here to entertain us tonight is Southwest High School Jazz Band's award-winning jazz band. We'll be hearing a lot from them. And bringing you this live production, advanced media students from Southwest High School, including me. Now, let me introduce to the man asking the questions tonight. He's media celebrity, Jeff Jameson. Jeff, take us to the round one.
Okay, thanks, Jocelyn, and welcome McLean 6th and YWLA to the Whiz Quiz semifinals here for 6th grade. Excited to be with you guys. Before we get started, I want to introduce everybody who's on the table with me. To my left is Norma Burks, who is the District Coordinator of UIL and Academic Activities and our Whiz Quiz Director at Fort Worth ISD. So thank you, Norma. And then to my right is Jason Martinez. He's a teacher at Carter Riverside. He's going to help us out keeping time this evening. And then right in front of me, resetting our buzzers, is Rolando Maldonado, who is a Carter Riverside high school student. Thank you very much, Rolando, for helping us out that way, okay? Now, yes, absolutely. Now, before we get started, I also want to have everybody who is up on the podium be able to introduce yourself. So let's start over here at McLean 6th grade, and we'll go down the line. Go ahead.
My name is Reese Tice.
Hey, Reese.
I'm Carson Cox. I'm Jack Anderson. I'm Christopher Dramyadas.
I'm Cecilia Garcia.
Okay, and then for YWLA?
I'm Ava Sparks.
I'm Ariana Torres.
I'm Fiona McDonald.
I'm Andrea Castellano. I'm Tiana Stevens.
All right, thank you guys so much. We are going to begin here with round number 1, and all of our rounds are toss-up questions. The questions are each worth 10 points. You get 4 seconds to answer, and then you get 7 seconds to answer after you buzz in, and then 20 seconds for math questions. Okay, is everybody set, ready to go? Well, let's start with our first toss-up question. This man bargains with God to save Sodom and Gomorrah. His wife Sarah laughed at the prospect of having a child at her age. This man was preparing to offer his son as a sacrifice before God told him to stop. For 10 points, McLean.
Abraham.
That's correct, Abraham. So McLean, you get our first bonus question. So if you're ready, here it is. Scout Finch is the main character in this novel for 10 points each. Name this novel by Harper Lee, which centers on Scout and her father Atticus. Yep, you don't have to buzz in. Go ahead.
sorry about that.
You're good.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
That is correct. Good job. All right, next bonus question for McLean. This character, Scout's brother, has his arm broken during a fight in the novel.
Time.
Okay, YWLA, you get a chance?
Pass.
Okay, the answer is Jeremy. All right, last bonus question for McLean. This other character is a friend of Scout and Jem's who visits each summer. Harper Lee is said to have based this character on her friend Truman Capote.
Time.
YWLA, you got it? Nope. Answer is Dill Harris. All right, Dill. All right, let's go back to our toss-ups. In this country, the Bay of Pigs incident nearly got the U.S. involved in nuclear war. Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio's fathers are from this country, also home to Guantanamo Bay. For 10 points, name this Caribbean country that was once run by Fidel Castro. McLean.
Cuba.
Cuba is right. Good job. So we'll go back to McLean 6th grade center for our bonus questions. These simple machines can be divided into 3 classes for 10 points each. Name these machines where the location of the fulcrum changes the class.
Planes?
No. YWLA? Levers. Levers. All right. Next bonus question for McLean. A wheelbarrow's fulcrum is located in front of both the input and output force, making it this class of lever.
Time.
YWLA?
Time.
No, the answer is class 2. Okay, let's go back to McLean for our last bonus question in this category. Levers rely on this kind of twisting force around the fulcrum, which is the rotational equivalent of a linear force. Its name starts with the letter T and is abbreviated using the Greek letter tau.
Time.
YWLA?
Torque.
Torque is right. Good job. All right, now we'll go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. In this novel, the characters meet a friendly dodecahedron who leads them to a mine. YWLA?
The Phantom Tollbooth.
Correct. Good job. Now you guys get bonus questions. Many recent presidential candidates have had experience as U.S. senators. For 10 points each, Rob Blagojevich, a governor of this state, got in trouble for trying to sell the Senate seat that Barack Obama left vacant upon his election.
Arizona.
No. McLean?
Hawaii.
No. Illinois. Illinois. Okay. Next bonus question for YWLA. Before serving as Obama's Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton had been a senator representing this state.
Michigan.
No? McLean?
Time.
New York. All right, next bonus question for YWLA. Currently serving as a senator from California, this 2020 Democratic candidate announced that she was dropping out of the race in December 2019.
Time.
McLean?
Kamala Harris.
Good, Kamala Harris, good job. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions. A movie about this superhero was first filmed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His personal assistant is Pepper Potts. McLean?
Iron Man.
Iron Man is correct. All right, let's go to our bonus question for McLean. Science fiction authors have created several memorable book series for 10 points each. This author is known for his Foundation series as well the story I, Robot.
Isaac Affenman.
Say it again.
Isaac Affenman.
No. YWLA?
Time.
It's Isaac Asimov. Asimov. All right, let's go back to McLean for our next bonus question. Indoor Games was the first book in a series by this author.
Time.
All right, YWLA? No, it's Orson Scott Card. All right, last bonus question for McLean. James Dashner wrote several books featuring characters like Thomas and Minho fighting against Wicked, including this first book in the series set primarily in the Glade.
Maze Runner.
That's right, Maze Runner. Good job.
Nice.
Okay, let's go to our last toss-up question in this round. This device name means large sound in Greek, as they are used to amplify sound. This device functions by speaking into a narrow... McLean.
Megaphone.
Good job. Megaphone is right. And so we go to bonus questions for McLean. Many organs in the body are responsible for keeping our blood healthy and flowing. For 10 points each. This pair of organs filters toxins out of blood, so dialysis must be performed if these organs fail.
Kidneys?
That's right. The pulmonary blood vessels carry blood to and from these organs.
Time.
And we go to YWLA, you get a chance.
The lungs?
The lungs is right. Good job. All right, McLean, here's your last bonus question. New red blood cells are manufactured in this tissue located inside our major bones.
Bone marrow?
Good job. Bone marrow is right. And that is the end of round number 1. Good job, guys. We'll take a little bit of a break. We're going to come back with round number 2 in just a bit. Back up to Jocelyn.
Thanks, Jeff. This match is just getting started. See you back here for more action right after the break.
Reimagine your learning environment at the Fort Worth Technology Conference, January 25th at 8 a.m. at Southwest High School. Explore the latest technology innovations, network with other educators, experience the digital playground, escape room, and breakout sessions. This year's keynote speaker, Jamie Cassip, is the education evangelist at Google. He collaborates with schools about innovating education with the power and potential of technology. Registration is free for Fort Worth ISD educators. Pre-registration outside the district is $35. For registration information, visit FWISD.org/FWTC.
She's nice. We hug her. She's the awesome teacher ever.
Success in the classroom is when I see my kids having so much fun, they don't even realize they're learning.
She loves us.
A classroom that's full of love, laughter, smiles, and high fives is a classroom I want to be in. We do high fives all the time. Our classroom is very fun. They love to create in the puppet center. They love to display their writing. They love to build with the blocks. They love to be creative. Success in the classroom is built on strong relationships. A teacher should create a safe, consistent, fair, and inviting learning environment so that all students can succeed. They know I'm passionate because I move my hands so much. And I give them engaging activities that they in turn get excited about. We want them to know that school is a place that is safe for them and that their teachers love them. Teaching is very rewarding. You will work so hard every day because you're going to realize the profound privilege that parents have given you by allowing you to take care of their child day in and day out.
Well, and that's the Southwest Jazz Band, led by director Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand. Welcome back to FWISD, the sport of knowledge. Our teams are ready for round 2, so take it away, Jeff.
Okay, thank you, Jocelyn. And right now, as we begin round number 2, the score is 90-40 in favor of McLean. But we still have 3 more rounds to go, so we're early in this competition. I want to give everybody who's new up on the podium a chance to introduce yourself. So we'll start here with McLean and work our way down.
My name is Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
My name's Sabrina Stewart. My name is Leslie Morsat. I'm Neil Everett.
Hey, Neil.
My name is Tiara Stevens. My name is Viviana Meza. My name is Christina Matos. My name is Asia Gatewood.
My name is Serenity Massey.
Okay, well, thank you guys. Good to see you and meet you. We're going to go into round 2. It's the same format. So we're going to have toss-up questions. They're still worth 10 points each. So let us begin. Aiden needs to find the surface area of a cube that has edges 5 inches long. Aiden could calculate each face and add them, or he could find the area of one face and multiply it by 6, since it is a cube. McLean.
150.
Correct, yes. We were going to ask for the total surface area. It's 150 square inches. So McLean, you have the option here for our bonus questions, and let us begin. Iconic mountains are powerful symbols of certain countries. For 10 points each. The U.S. mountain Denali is located in this state, along with many active volcanoes in the Aleutian Islands.
Alaska.
Correct. Kilimanjaro is a popular tourist destination in this African country.
The Himalayas.
No. YWLA has a chance.
Time.
Tanzania. Okay, last bonus question for McLean. Long seen as a symbol of Japan, this mountain is visible from Tokyo. Its symmetrical profile makes it a frequent subject of Japanese art.
Mount Fuji.
That's right. Good job, McLean. And now we're going back to our toss-up for both teams. This satellite was launched from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in 1957. Its launch sparked the U.S. to improve our space technology. The dog, McLean.
Sputnik.
That's right. Good job. Sputnik is the answer, and so McLean gets our bonus questions again. Here we go. Given a pair of characters, name the animated series in which they can be seen. For 10 points each. Dipper and Mabel are siblings who live with their grunkle on this animated series.
Gravity Falls.
Good job. The main character in this series often visits his friends Lars and Sadie at the Beach City Donut Shop.
Steven Universe.
Good job. The twins Andy and Ollie are the children of Jimmy Pesto, who is a rival restaurant owner in this Fox animated sitcom about the Belcher family.
Bob's Burgers.
All right, good job. Way to go, McLean. And now we're back to toss-up questions again. In this book, the Guardian of the Gates gives a group of travelers green glasses. Those travelers include a scared... McLean.
Wizard of Oz.
Good job. Wizard of Oz is right. And so bonus questions again for McLean. This U.S. coin formerly had an inner border with in its design, which made it appear to be a polygon instead of round. For 10 points each, name this coin, which until 2000 featured Susan B. Anthony and today is struck with an engraving of Sacagawea.
Dollar coin?
That's right. In 2003, this woman appeared on the state quarter for Alabama, where she was born and raised in the town of Tuscumbia and taught by Annie Sullivan.
Ellen Keller?
That's right. The plans to place this woman who escaped slavery on the $10 bill, either alongside or replacing Andrew Jackson, have been stalled under the current administration.
Harriet Tubman?
That's right. Good job, McLean. And now we're going to go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. One sandstone landmark in this country is called Uluru, or Ayers Rock. It is McLean.
Australia.
Australia is correct. Good job. So back to bonus questions for McLean. Right here. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Before the arrival of the Europeans, Native American cultures had built many extensive settlements. For 10 points each, one such settlement is the Mesa Verde cliff dwellings built by the Pueblo people in what is today this state.
Texas?
No?
New Mexico?
No, Colorado. All right, back to McLean. This mound complex near the confluence of the Ohio and Mississippi rivers is the best preserved settlement of the Mississippian culture. Need an answer?
No answer.
Okay. YWLA?
No answer.
Okay, the answer is Cahokia. And the last bonus question for McLean. 5 and later 6 tribes in the Northeast came together to found a confederacy under this name, which is said to have come from an unknown French origin. Need an answer?
No answer.
Time's up. YWLA? Answer?
Boca Waters.
No, looking for Iroquois. All right, last question here in this round, our toss-up question. This is the atomic number of 10. The U.S. coin featuring JFK is worth this many cents. 7 squared plus 1 is equal to this number. This was, McLean?
50.
That's right, 50. And so we go back to our bonus questions. And McLean, you have the first question here. In this story, characters constantly cry out that the sky is falling. For 10 points each, name this classic tale in which animals like Henny Penny and Turkey Lurkey appear alongside the title character.
Chicken Little?
Chicken Little is right. This children's book by Judy Barrett features actual objects falling from the sky into the town of Chew and Swallow.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
That's right. And our last bonus question, a popular saying poses the question of whether a sound is made when one of these objects falls in a forest.
Trees?
Good job. Way to go, McLean. And YWLA, good job as well. Here in round number 2, we're going to tally up the score and be back with round number 3 in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Jeff. There's a lot more Whiz Quiz ahead right after this short break.
My name is Anita Tatris, and this is my school. I arrive here at work about 5:50. I come in and I open all the doors, and make sure everything's brought up to par. It's a lot of cleaning, but it's enjoyable, it's rewarding. We clean bathrooms, we deliver packages. It takes all of us, my other custodians. What's on your agenda today?
I'm gonna mop the stage.
Even our teachers, right down to our kids, to try to keep our building clean. So how does it make you feel to make sure that your area is clean? Good. We are a part of a team that provides clean, safe, environment for our kids that they can learn in. I'm very proud of my team. It's like a family environment. That's the best part of my job, my kids. Y'all doing okay? It's like I have a whole lot of kids here. They're my kids from another mother, you know, so. Oh, I have my thing about my floors. I don't like marks. I don't like smudges. Look out for next year. It's gonna be better.
Isn't the band great? Okay, Jeff, round 3 time, and it's all yours.
All right, yeah, we're here for round 3, and we have the score right now set at 250 for McLean 6th Grade Center and then 40 for YWLA. We're going to have the same type of questions for this round as we did the first 2. I know we have a new player for YWLA, so I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Alexia Moreno.
All right, welcome. And anyone else new at McLean? Okay. Everybody's been up before? Well, if everyone's ready, let's begin with round number 3. Along with Leibniz, this scientist developed calculus. He is the namesake of the SI unit of force and developed 3 laws of motion. McLean.
Newton.
That's right, Sir Isaac Newton is correct. So we go to bonus questions for McLean. Essential vitamins are given letter names for 10 points each. Also called retinol, this vitamin is often obtained from red or orange vegetables and is vital for healthy vision.
Vitamin C?
No? YWLA? Need an answer?
Carrots?
The answer is vitamin A. All right, back over to McLean. Exposure to sunlight results in the production of this vitamin, which helps maintain healthy bones. It often is added to milk as well.
Vitamin D?
Vitamin D, that's right. And the last bonus question, tocopherol is better known as this vitamin, derived from fats and oils. It is thought to be an important antioxidant and to aid in nervous system function.
Vitamin B?
No?
Vitamin E?
E, that's right. E is right. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. In this state, Terry Nichols and Timothy McVeigh bombed a federal building in 1995. When land was taken from Native Americans in this state, some people rushed in early to grab it and were nicknamed Sooners. For 10 points, McLean.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is right. So back to bonus questions, and we will give these to McLean. In medicine, many common diseases are almost always referred to by acronyms for 10 points each. Infection with HIV may lead to this disease, which affects the body's abilities to fight off diseases.
AIDS?
That's right. This nervous system condition, usually referred to as MS, is the result of the destruction of myelin, the substance covering nerve cells. Need an answer? No? YWLA?
Melatonin?
No, multiple sclerosis. All right, back to McLean. COPD is a chronic condition affecting this organ of the body.
The kidneys?
No? YWLA?
The liver?
No, looking for the lungs. Lungs. Okay, let's go back over to our toss-up questions for both teams. In this book, Old Man Tater catches the main characters stealing peaches. Tom helps the protagonist figure out how to win the $50 bet. YWLA.
James and the Giant Peach.
No. Tom helps the protagonist figure out how to win the $50 bet his friends Alan and Joe made with him. For 10 points, name this book in which Billy has to eat 15 of a certain animal in 15 days. McLean?
15.
Time.
15 fried worms?
No, is how to eat fried worms. You were close. All right. All right. Let's reset and we'll do our next toss-up question.
Reset.
Go ahead and reset the buzzers, and here we go. In a full orchestra, the concertmaster plays this instrument. It is the smallest. YWLA.
Violin.
Correct. Violin is right. And so the bonus questions are for YWLA. The late 1990s saw several high-profile deaths make news. For 10 points each, the 1997 death in a car accident of this British royal family member captivated the world.
Can I refer to a partner?
Sure.
Princess Diana.
Correct. All right. Laramie, Wyoming found itself in the spotlight after the horrific 1998 murder of this young gay man by two homophobic men.
Pass.
Okay. Give McLean a chance. Need an answer?
No answer.
Okay. It was Matthew Shepard. Okay. Back over to YWLA. In 1999, this son of a politician and his wife, Carolyn Bessette, died in a plane crash on his way to Hyannisport, Massachusetts.
No answer.
Okay. McLean, you have an answer?
No answer.
Okay. JFK Jr. is the answer there. And now let's go back to our toss-up questions. This is the last toss-up question of this round. Edwin Hubble's tuning fork diagram separates these objects into three main types, called elliptical, spiral, and irregular. The closest one of these to the one we live in is the Andromeda. For 10 points, identify these massive systems. McLean.
Galaxies?
Correct. Good job. And so, McLean, here comes bonus questions for you. Jazz musicians often specialized in one primary instrument. For 10 points each, Miles Davis played this instrument, such as on his album Kind of Blue.
Saxophone?
No? YWLA? Need an answer?
Trumpet?
Yeah, good job. Trumpet is right. All right, back over to McLean. Duke Ellington and Thelonious Monk were known for playing their playing of this instrument. Due to Monk's heavy-handed style of playing this, he was once described as an elephant. Need an answer, guys? Time's up. Sorry. We'll give it to YWLA if you guys know.
Tuba?
The piano. The piano. All right, back over to McLean. The jazz and swing musician Benny Goodman played this woodwind instrument as a band leader. Got an answer? Time's up. Sorry, guys. YWLA?
Trombone?
No, the clarinet. Clarinet for Benny Goodman. And that's the end of round 3. Good job, guys. We'll be back with round number 4, our final round, coming up in just a bit. Back over to Jocelyn.
Way to go, teams. And now it's the audience's turn to show some mental muscle. Looks like we have a few volunteers lining up with my friend Daniel De La Cruz. Are you smarter than a Whiz Quizzer? Sponsored by Pizza Snob. Daniel, who's your first contestant?
All right, thank you, Jocelyn. Today we have...
I'm Sebastian Gomez.
And who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for WLI in the finals.
All right, well, are you ready to get into your first question?
Yes.
Okay. Name this meat, a type of pork often cooked with beans, made into a salad, or served on a sandwich with cheese. Would you like to ask the crowd for your answers?
Yeah.
Does anybody have an answer? Would you like to go with the crowd?
Yeah.
All right, let's look at your answer. Ham, it is correct. Here, congratulations. Here's your prize. All right, second we have...
I'm Caroline.
And what team are you rooting for?
McLean 6.
All right, are you ready to get into your first question? All right, these tropical storms form an eye near the center that is relatively calm. Would you like to ask someone for help?
Hurricane?
All right, let's see hurricanes. And that is correct. Congratulations, here's your prize. And our final contestant, we have...
Abby Pampa.
And what team are you rooting for?
McLean 6.
All right, you ready to answer this? All right. On these toys, white and yellow, blue and green, the orange and red are on opposite sides. Name this 6-sided puzzle toy.
Rubik's Cube.
And let's see Rubik's Cube. Congratulations, it is Rubik's Cube. Thank you for playing. And that is our segment of Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Jocelyn, back to you.
Big thanks to Pizza Snob for sponsoring the segment and providing delicious pizza for all the crew tonight. Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff, all yours.
Jocelyn, it's round 4, and it's the final round for us here. And this match of Whiz Quiz versus Ms. McLean versus YWLA. And right now, in favor of McLean, we have a score of 380. It's still toss-up questions, same format. So if everybody's ready to go, let's get started with our first toss-up in this round. When this man was born, his name was Jorge Bergoglio. He was selected for his current position in March 2013 by the College of Cardinals. He called for Catholics around the world to fight climate change and is the first pope from Latin America. For 10 points, name this current pope. McLean.
Pope Francis.
That's right, Pope Francis. And so we go bonus questions for McLean. Computation. Mental math tricks may make it easier to square these numbers in your head. For 10 points each. What is the result of 83 squared? Need an answer, guys. That's 20 seconds. All right, time's up, guys. Sorry. YWLA? No answer? Okay. Yeah, it's 6,889. All right, here's the next one, McLean. What is the result of 52 squared?
$2,604.
No. YWLA?
2,704.
Good job, 2,704. All right, back over to McLean. What is the result of 41 squared?
$1,681.
Good job, that's right, 1,681. All right, back to our toss-up questions for this round. This symbol and an exclamation mark combine to create an interrogation. One theory for the origin of this symbol is that it used to be written as Q over O from the Latin word quoestitio. For 10 points, name this punctuation mark that indicates asking for missing information. McLean. Question mark is correct. And so, McLean, we go back to you for our bonus questions. Answer some questions about groups of 4 from the Bible for 10 points each. Pestilence, war, famine, and death are the names often given to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse which appear in this book of the Bible. Need an answer?
No answer.
Okay. YWLA? Need an answer?
The Kingsman?
No, it's the book of Revelation. All right. Back to McLean for our next bonus question. These 4 books of the Bible make up the Gospels.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
That's right. And the last bonus question. Adonai and Hashem are common substitutes for this 4-letter name of God in Jewish traditions. You may give the Hebrew letters their English equivalents or pronounce the word.
Lord?
No. YWLA? Need an answer, guys? Okay, it's Yahweh. Yahweh. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions. Alfie needs to figure out how many different outfits he can make from 3 hats, 5 shirts, and 2 pairs of jeans. Alfie figures that for each hat, he could have 10 different combinations of shirts and jeans. For 10 points, how many total different outfits could Alfie wear? McLean.
50?
No?
Time.
Okay, the answer was 30 outfits. Let's go to our next bonus question. This man founded the Federalist Party and wrote most of the Federalist Papers. This man created a national bank and the U.S. Mint system, and later was killed in a duel with Aaron Burr. McLean.
Alexander Hamilton.
Correct. And so now we go to bonus questions. For McLean, several well-known books have German titles for 10 points each. This book was written while Adolf Hitler was in prison. It details his political plans and his growing hatred against the Jewish population.
Mein Kampf?
Correct. This graphic novel deals with the Holocaust, but the various groups involved are depicted as animals. Its author, Art Spiegelman's father, had been a Holocaust survivor. Need an answer, guys? No. Sorry, time. YWLA?
No answer.
Okay, it's mouse. All right, back over to McLean. This 1867 book by Karl Marx explores the exploitation of labor by the owners of the means of production and is almost always cited under its German title.
The Communist Manifesto?
No? YWLA?
No answer.
Okay, it's Das Kapital. All right, let's go to our last toss-up question. This scientist studied the beak shapes of finches. He wrote on the origin, McLean.
Charles Darwin.
Correct. Good job. And now we go back to McLean for our bonus questions. Charm and strange are among the flavors of these particles for 10 points each. Name these particles which make up protons and neutrons.
Quarks.
Good. Protons and neutrons only contain these two flavors of quarks.
Up and down.
Good job. Nearly all everyday matter is made of baryons, such as protons and neutrons, each of which consists of this number of quarks.
Four.
No, not 4.
3.
3 is right. Good job. And that is the end of round 4 in our match. Way to go, guys. Good job. We're going to tally up the score and have the results of this match coming up in just a bit. Let's go back to Jocelyn.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm here with Principal
Tamara Alberry.
Okay, I have a question for you. Tell me why, as principal, you like WhizzQuiz.
It's an opportunity for my students to show what they know and learn new information that they're not exposed to.
I agree with that. And so who's going to win tonight?
So both teams have done a great job, and so I can't say. But my team did great. Yay, I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you for answering your questions. And when we come back, we'll find out who's going to the finals. So stick around.
This is Fort Worth, the way we see it every day. But let's take the 1,000-foot view, and you'll see that this is also Fort Worth ISD. Our 148 campuses are in every neighborhood, preparing students for college and tomorrow's workforce. So no matter who you are, what you do, where you live, Fort Worth ISD is a great place to be. You belong here.
Enrolling now. Wholesale programs of choice. Apply by December 7th at FWISD.org.
My name is Joshua Duran, and I've been driving a bus since May of 2017. Y'all ready? I'm gonna stay on this route because it's a good way to begin in the district. I mean, it opens a lot of opportunities. You're able to see what's out there. There's many advantages working with transportation because you clock in at a certain time, you clock out, and then you got like maybe 2 to 3 hours in between. I'm being trained through Fort Worth ISD to be a mechanic. Clock out of Fort Worth ISD transportation, I clock back into the shop. I like working with my hands. You got no better tools than these right here, right? So I'm getting paid while I'm being trained. It's a win-win. I'm also studying to be a teacher as well. I'm just working on my associate's degree at TCC. Right now, I'm in my 2nd semester. It's a great place because, I mean, people you work with are amazing. This has been a good decision. I mean, it's blessed me a lot. I'm driving the bus, and I like working with the kids also, and I'm just going places. I feel like I'm making progress in my life.
My last year at Harvard, I took some time to reflect on everything I had experienced and what my next step would be. I sat in my favorite place on campus, a footbridge over the Charles River, and surrounded by the sound of the water and the city, I thought about movement, flight, and what it means to return home. I thought about my family, my community, and my people here. I thought about the students at Hubbard Heights, South Hills, McLean, Dunbar, all the students that sat beside me in class as we dreamed about our futures, and all the students who walk these halls now. Each and every one of them, without reservation, deserves the opportunity to attend any university they set their hearts on. They deserve the opportunity to fly. I have chosen to devote my life as an educator to work towards ensuring this reality for every child, and to inspire as many of them as possible to have the courage to leave home and the love and faith in it to return.
Well, now we have a winner. Take it away, Jeff.
All right, thanks so much, Jocelyn. Hey, guys, way to go. Both of you did so well. At the end of the day, the score was 390 to 100 in favor of McLean 6th grade center. Congratulations. We'll be seeing you in the finals. The YWLA, well done. Good job. I want to let Norma do the trophy presentation. She has a few words for you as well. Oh, yeah. Yahweh. Well, I can't spell it off the top of my head.
Y-A-H.
There you go.
Well, it's out. That's not how you spell it. It's only supposed to be the consonants, no vowels, because it's Hebrew and they don't use vowels to say God's name. So it's actually Y-W something or other.
Great question, though. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, Norma, go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. First thing I want you to do is tell your sponsors, your coaches, thank you for a great season. Give them a big hand because they spent a lot of time with y'all. And let your principals know that you really like Whiz Quiz and that you appreciate their support, being here and helping you through the whole year with this, okay? Great job. Thank you guys for working hard all year. I hope to see all of you at the 7th grade level next year. Everybody plan on doing that? And moving on to 8th grade and moving on to high school because we have it all the way up through high school. And if you have smaller brothers and sisters in elementary, tell them to get ready and be ready to do Whiz Quiz starting in 6th grade. All right? I have a trophy to present to Young Women's. So who do I? Okay, you can grab it there. Congratulations, ladies. Great job.
All right, let's go back up to Jocelyn.
Congratulations, McLean 6th. The championship match is next, and you've got to hang around for that. Meanwhile, thank you Pizza Snob Restaurants for feeding the crew. The pizza was amazing. We'll see you back in here just a bit.
Industry-driven Gold Seal programs and schools of choice offer Fort Worth ISD families and students the power of choice, now more than ever, to go beyond the basic, beyond the traditional, to find the pathway that's a match to a student's interest, goals, and learning style. And just look at the programs and schools to choose from.
You've got goals and dreams for the future. We've got a high school experience to match.
There you go.
They can sign up.
Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal programs of choice are built for dreamers like you. The problem solvers, the curious minds, the creators of art and ideas. Gold Seal programs deliver expert guidance, your checklist, hands-on learning, certifications, college credits, and community partners who support your learning. A great example? Our P-Tech early college high schools that combine high school, college, and career.
So the idea is to grow.
Students can earn an associate degree.
Ready to go?
Visit job sites, build relationships, and develop workplace skills and knowledge. Our partners enrich every Gold Seal program, open doors to careers, and put you ahead of the herd. There's a Gold Seal pathway to fit your interests.
So let's give it a shot.
Whether it's making machines run better and fly higher,
Sales inside up. Can you replace it better?
or improving health
Do you have any allergies?
and housing. Whether it's serving on the front lines,
Are y'all set? All right, we're ready.
or protecting citizens online.
Yeah, moving on the frames.
Bring your biggest dreams and determination here,
Really great product.
where you belong, in a Fort Worth ISD program of choice.
Take graphic.
Your choice. The atmosphere is electric at Fort Worth ISD Gold Seal Schools of Choice. These smaller, well-focused learning communities prepare students for college and careers in the most innovative ways.
This combines art and math.
Now we know what to do.
Every school day hums with activity and empowerment at Young Men's Leadership Academy and Young Women's Leadership Academy. Future leaders are at work here, gaining knowledge, experiences, and character while developing lifelong strategies for success. Move toward your dreams at the I Am Terrell Academy for STEM and VPA. On the STEM side, students design and problem solve in a high-tech makerspace. In VPA, students train in state-of-the-art studios and perform in a magnificent hall. The school's Cowan Academy in the Humanities elevates the study of literature, history, art, and philosophy. Imagine learning multiple languages, exploring global cultures, and taking academic courses in English and Spanish. The World Languages Institute is perfect for students from Spanish immersion and dual language programs, and anyone else eager to learn Spanish immersion style. Early college high schools merge high school, college, and career. Students go to school on Tarrant County College campuses and can earn an associate degree for free. Marine Creek Collegiate High School focuses on high academic achievement and skills for success.
Got a slightly movable
The Texas Academy of Biomedical Sciences is a hub of health science studies with hands-on laboratory learning supported by medical industry partners. TCC South Fort Worth ISD Collegiate High takes industry partnerships to a new level. It's the district's first P-TECH early college high school. Partners such as Encore and the Fort Worth Water Department help students build skills that industries want. Schools of choice are not just for older students. Collectively, 4 applied learning academies serve kindergarten through the 8th grade. Students apply their knowledge to solve real-life issues as they investigate the bigger world.
6 taken 2 times.
Our Montessori program guides kindergarten through 8th grade students in multi-age classrooms that are safe and respectful. Students work through lessons, interact with others, cultivate self-discipline, and take early ownership of their education. A great start to a lifetime of learning. One-size-fits-all education is so last century. Pick your cutting-edge Gold Seal pathway to college, career, and community leadership. Learn more at fwisd.org/choice or call 817-814-1540.
My name is Chantrell McIntyre. I've been driving for Fort Worth ISD for about 17 years. I have to be at work at 6:30. So my day starts from there. At 6:30, I am rolling. We're on the road. you're picking up pretty early. So you're like the first person they see when they come out the house. You look nice, girl. Hi, Jessica. You can be a positive or you can be a negative. But, you know, to me, I'd rather be a positive. Make them smile. Y'all doing okay? All right. This is personal to me. I have a sister who has cerebral palsy, and she's totally disabled. So I have a compassion for the kids that I pick up. How's your day going so far? Good. When I see these kids, I'm not looking at their situation. I'm looking at who they are. They love that you know them, not that they're just another student that rides the bus. You know, they like you to interact with them, you know, build a friendship. What about the bowling tournament that y'all had? Oh, well, we won. Northside did? Yeah. Congratulations. You want to be a bus driver because you have freedom. You just have freedom. This job is so flexible. With me having kids, I'm able to take them to doctor's appointments. Also, if I just want to hang out with them, I can. You know, it's flexible. I can get extra work, or I can be with the kids. I just love it. All right, Miss Sophie. I feel this is the most precious cargo that you can transport. Tomorrow.
Now we only have 2 teams left for the championship. We have McLean 6th. Woo! And we also have WLI. Woo! Well, are you guys ready to play to the championship? Yeah! All right, let's play Whiz Quiz.
For 10 points each, name this opera. Third bonus question.
Now that was a mental workout.
Welcome to the finals. Is everybody ready?
It's time to play the sport of knowledge. Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz.
That is correct.
Welcome to the Fort Worth ISD Whiz Quiz 6th grade finals. I'm your host, Jocelyn Corona, and set to face for the championship are McLean 6th and WLI. Still rocking it between rounds, the Southwest High School Jazz Band. And now the action really kicks in. So let's turn it over to Jeff Jamison. Jeff, take us to round 1.
Okay, well, let's do that, Jocelyn. Thank you so much, and congratulations to both of our teams for making it to our 6th grade finals.
Thank you.
We have McLean 6 and WLI. And I want to, before we begin this round, to be able to let you know who's up here at the table with me and also who's resetting our buzzers. So here to my left is Norma Burks, District Coordinator of UIL and Academic Activities and Whiz Quiz Director. And then Jason Martinez is here to my right. He's keeping time for us. He's a teacher at Carter Riverside High School. And then right in front of us is Rolando Maldonado. He is a Carter Riverside High School student. He's gonna reset our buzzers for us. So thank you very much, Rolando. And let's give an opportunity, if people are just tuning in, to get to know each of our teams. So we'll begin here on the end with McLean and work our way down. Introduce yourself.
I'm Cecilia Garcia.
I'm Reese Tice.
I'm Jack Anderson. I'm Carson Cox. Christopher Dramiades.
Okay, WLI?
I'm Didier Mercado.
Sophia Gomez.
I'm Simon Lake.
I'm Dylan Dews. I'm Mabel Lawrence.
Okay, well, you guys are well versed in how this all works. It's a bonus, or it's a toss-up question for each round, and so we'll have toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. You have 7 questions to answer after you buzz in. If it's a math question, you have 20 seconds. Is everybody ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, let's get started here with our first toss-up question of our final match. This book series has books subtitled Old School, Dog Days, WLI.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That's right. And so WLI gets our first bonus question, series of bonus questions. The Brothers Grimm spent some time doing research in this field. For 10 points each, name this field, which is the scientific study of language. Some subtopics in this field include phonology and semantics.
Linguistics.
Good. The other subfield of linguistics, whose name starts with an E, is the study of where words historically come from.
Etymology.
Correct. Some linguists are also lexiographers, which means they construct these resources that provide usage information and definitions for words in a language.
Dictionary.
Correct. Good job. Let's go back to our toss-up questions. Patients with this disease have severe scarring of the pancreas. It can be diagnosed using a sweat test and causes thickening of bodily fluids. Mucus builds up in the lungs in this disease. WLI.
Pneumonia.
No. Mucus builds up in the lungs in this disease, causing difficulty in breathing. For 10 points, name this disease, commonly abbreviated CF. McLean.
Occult.
No, it's cystic fibrosis. All right, next toss-up question. Here we go. Ronald Reagan asked Mikhail Gorbachev to tear down this structure. It was torn down in 1990. McLean.
Berlin Wall.
Correct. And so bonus questions now for McLean. Answer some questions about the movement of planets. For 10 points each. The planets orbiting the sun have orbits of this shape.
Circular.
No. WLI?
A circle.
No, ellipse or oval. Oval. Okay. All right, next bonus question for McLean. If you were hovering above the Earth's North Pole, the Earth would appear to orbit in this direction. Need an answer?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise is right. This planet orbits the sun the fastest at over 100,000 miles per hour, which means that one revolution only takes about 88 Earth days.
Mercury.
That's right. All right, now back to our toss-up questions for both teams. This genre of music named an age in the 1920s. McLean.
Classical.
No. Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue fuses classical and this genre. It has both swing and smooth varieties, and many players of it improvise.
Jazz.
That's right, jazz. All right, WLI, you have the bonus questions here. This facility is just 12 miles outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For 10 points each, name this nuclear power plant which narrowly avoided major disaster in 1979.
Unknown.
Okay, it's 3 miles. I'm so sorry. We'll throw that one out. My apologies. Let's go back to WLI. Do we want to start with whole new bonus question? Yeah, let's go to our next. We're going to go to a whole new bonus question because I started answering that and I apologize. So here, let me get that over. So despite your English teacher's advice, it is sometimes okay to use a plural pronoun to talk about a single person. For 10 points each, in British English, the royal version of this plural pronoun is sometimes used by the Queen to refer to herself in official contexts.
They, them.
No. McLean. Need an answer? All right, time's up. It's we. All right, back to WLI. Since it refers to objects and not people, this pronoun can be used instead of he or she to refer to a person of unknown gender.
It.
No. McLean?
They or them.
They is right. And let's go back to WLI. Modern English actually uses the plural pronoun you in the singular as well, whereas older varieties of English use this pronoun for the second person singular?
Use.
No? McLean?
Thine.
No, you guys were dancing all around it. Thou. Thou. All right. Let's go back to our toss-up questions. This is the last one of this round. Minnie needed to buy butter to make cupcakes for a party of 100 people. Her recipe makes 12 cupcakes and calls for 1 stick of butter. Minnie must make at least 1 cupcake for everyone. For 10 points, how many total sticks of butter does she need? McLean.
9.
9 is correct. So now we go to bonus questions for McLean. Roman numerals are sometimes used in official contexts. For 10 points each, this title of the Higher Education Act states that one cannot deny educational opportunities to someone on the basis of their sex.
Title 9.
Correct. Are we going to accept that as the Roman numeral? I want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next question for McLean. Officially, U.S. constitutional amendments are designated with Roman numerals, which means that Amendment 27 has this Roman numeral.
XXIIV.
No. WLI?
XXVII.
That is correct. Now let's go back to McLean. The official titles of kings and queens often use Roman numerals. For example, this is the official full title of the current Queen of the United Kingdom.
Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah, we'll take that. It's pronounced the second, but it is II. That's correct. And that is the end of round 1. Congratulations. We're a quarter of the way through. We'll get round 2 underway in just a bit. Let's go back over and see what's going on with Jocelyn.
Wow, very impressive, teams. Also impressive, the real-world learning you're seeing tonight. This live production is brought to you by students in Southwest High School's Gold Seal Advanced Media Program. We call it AMP. So, everyone learns something at Whiz Quiz. Stick around.
Reimagine your learning environment at the Fort Worth Technology Conference, January 25th at 8 a.m. at Southwest High School. Explore the latest technology innovations, network with other educators, experience the digital playground, escape room, and breakout sessions. This year's keynote speaker, Jamie Cassip, is the education evangelist at Google. He collaborates with schools about innovating education with the power and potential of technology. Registration is free for Fort Worth ISD educators. Pre-registration outside the district is $35. For registration information, visit fwisd.org/FWTC.
My name is Chantrell McIntyre. I've been driving for Fort Worth ISD for about 17 years. I have to be at work at 6:30. So my day starts from there. 6:30, I am rolling. We're on the road. You're picking up pretty early. So you're like the first person they see when they come out the house. You look nice, girl. Hi, Jessica. You can be a positive or you can be a negative. But, you know, to me, I'd rather be a positive. Make them smile. Y'all doing okay? All right. This is personal to me. I have a sister who has cerebral palsy, and she's totally disabled. So I have a compassion for the kids that I pick up. How's your day going so far? Good. When I see these kids, I'm not looking at their situation. I'm looking at who they are. They love that you know them, not that they're just another student that rides the bus. You know, they like you to interact with them, build a friendship. What about the bowling tournament that y'all had? Oh, well, we won. Ah, Northside did? Yeah. Congratulations. You want to be a bus driver because you have freedom. You just have freedom. This job is so flexible. With me having kids, I'm able to take them to doctor's appointments. Also, if I just want to hang out with them, I can. It's flexible. I can get extra work, or I can be with the kids. I just love it. All right, Miss Sophie. I feel this is the most precious cargo that you can transport. Tomorrow.
We were at marching band practice when an English teacher started talking to us and said, "You're all just small town girls. You'll probably have lots of babies and work at the local DQ for the rest of your lives." There's nothing wrong with having a lot of babies and working at the DQ, but I think she meant it as an insult. What an impact that statement made. Every one of us still remembers the negative comment that was made to us 30 years ago. As a teacher, your words, actions speak volumes to your students. You can encourage students and help guide them to their full potential, or you can demean them and potentially break their spirit. We were lucky to have educators in our lives who helped guide us to our chosen fields, ensuring the negative comments did not define us. Never let one negative comment influence your future goals.
That's the Southwest High School Jazz Band, directed by Adam Kramer. Let's give them a hand. Welcome back to Whiz, the sport of knowledge. Our teams are ready to go for round 2. Take it away, Jeff.
Okay, thanks, Jocelyn. It does not get any closer in terms of the score than it is right now. It is tied, 60-60. Oh. So we're basically starting over because we're going to start right here, round 2, with an even score. I do want to give any new players on either team a chance to introduce yourself, so we'll start with McLean.
My name is Ashley Pompa.
My name is Sabrina Stewart. My name is Leslie Morsat. My name is Neil Everett.
All right.
My name is Oscar Manzanares.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much again for participating and being able to make it all the way here to the finals. Let's begin round 2. Once again, same story. It's all toss-up. Each worth 10 points. So if we're all ready, let's begin. This book of the Bible is addressed to 7 churches of Asia. It was written by John of Patmos and includes the appearance of the 7-headed dragon. For 10 points, name this last book. McLean.
Revelations.
That's right, Book of Revelation. And we will give you the option here on the bonus questions. Until 1912, this palace complex was home to Chinese emperors. For 10 points each, name this complex in Beijing that is now home to a museum.
No answer.
Okay. WLI?
Grass cutter.
No. You did say something, I heard that, but it wasn't the answer that we needed. It was the Forbidden City.
There was a sword called the grass cutter.
Okay. McLean, back over to you for the bonus. The Forbidden City was built under this dynasty, which also built the modern form of the Great Wall and is known for its pottery.
Qing Dynasty.
No. WLI?
The Chang Dynasty.
No, it's the Ming Dynasty, the Ming. All right, back to McLean. The Forbidden City is one of the World Heritage Sites listed by this agency of the United Nations, which works to preserve historic culture and artifacts. Need an answer.
No answer.
Okay. WLI?
The Historical Agency.
No. It is a UNESCO, UNESCO. All right. Back to toss-up questions for us for both teams. Here we go. One story by this author tells of a lion who lets a mouse go and is later rescued by that McLean.
Aesop.
Correct. Good job. And now we go to bonus questions for McLean. Name some cities in the U.S. with extensive Catholic populations. For 10 points each. This city's Catholic neighborhood of Charlestown is also home to Bunker Hill. Need an answer, guys?
Virginia.
No? WLI?
Pennsylvania.
No, looking for Boston. All right, back over to McLean. Catholic universities in this city include St. Joseph's, LaSalle, and Holy Family. Villanova and Immaculata are in this city's suburbs. Need an answer, guys?
No answer.
Okay. No, Philadelphia.
Are you kidding me?
All right.
I heard it too, and we can hear it, guys. Y'all might want to be quieter.
All right, McLean, back to you for the last bonus question in this one. This Florida city's large Hispanic population, particularly its Cuban Americans, contributes to its status as one of the largest Catholic cities in the U.S. Need an answer?
Wyoming.
No.
I meant to say Miami. Sorry.
We have to take that first response, so WLI?
Key Largo.
No, the answer is Miami. Miami. All right. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions, guys. Here we go. This particle's charge was found by Millikan's oil drop experiment. These particles are vital to bonding in chemistry, and they orbit the nucleus of an atom. WLI.
Electrons.
Correct. So WLI, you have the bonus questions now. Mr. Babinski is one resident of this building for 10 points each. Coraline lives in this apartment building where she finds a passage into the other world.
Pink Palace.
Correct. Another literary apartment dweller is Oscar Schell, the 9-year-old protagonist of this book, which opens during the 9/11 attacks.
Towers Falling.
No? McLean? Need an answer?
I survived 9/11.
No, it's extremely loud and incredibly close. All right, last bonus question, this one for WLI. Victory Mansions is the apartment building home to this protagonist of the novel 1984.
Henry.
No?
No answer.
Okay, Winston Smith from 1984. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions. This man became chancellor in 1933 after his party gained control of the Reichstag. He had been rejected from art school and arrested. McLean.
Hitler.
That's right, Adolf Hitler. And so we go to bonus questions for McLean. Name some objects you might encounter on a film set for 10 points each. A classic symbol of films is this device held in front of the camera at the beginning of each take, on which is written information about the take.
The lens.
No? WLI?
Clapboard.
Okay, we'll accept it. Clapperboard or slate. All right, let's go back over to McLean. A wheeled cart used to roll a camera along tracks for a moving shot is given this name.
Wagon?
No. WLI?
Shopping cart.
No, it's a dolly. All right, back over to McLean. You might find one of these devices placed over a light to create a pattern or shape.
Lens?
No. WLI?
Stencil?
No, it's a gobo. All right? All right, last toss-up question in this round, okay? This country created a territory called Nunavut in 1993. It is the second largest country by area in the world and consists of provinces like Manitoba and Saskatchewan. WLI.
Canada.
Canada is correct. And so we go to WLI for our next set of bonus questions.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Standing up and doing this, the answer. Heads up.
Okay.
I didn't get the answer from them.
Let's, we'll just make sure that everyone in the audience does not shout answers or give any indications to our players, and we appreciate your cooperation with that. Let's go to WLI for our bonus questions here. Many U.S. places got their nicknames from their names in other languages for 10 points each. This city is sometimes nicknamed the Yellow Rose of Texas because of its colorful name in Spanish.
El Paso?
No? McLean?
Can I? Oh, San Antonio.
No, we're looking for Amarillo. Amarillo. Okay. All right, let's go back to WLI. This major city is often nicknamed the City of Angels.
Los Angeles, California.
Correct. This East Coast city's nickname is the City of Brotherly Love, so called for the translation of this city's Greek name.
Providence?
No?
Philadelphia?
Philadelphia is right. Okay, good job, guys. That's round number 2. We'll see what the score is halfway through in just a few minutes. Back to Jocelyn.
There's a place all parents want for their young child, where learning happens in leaps and bounds in literacy, math, and social skills, where teachers are state certified and super suited to provide structure, encouragement, and a nurturing, safe space for every child.
And that place is Fort Worth ISD, pre-K and kindergarten. Your child belongs here.
When all those things we as teachers are responsible for on a daily basis gets me down, I have to stop and think. I think about the real reason I'm there. This is the job for me. I look at text messages I receive on my phone from parents of kids thanking me for putting my heart and soul into teaching their child. Some of them even thank me for my sarcasm and wit that their kids now possess and use accordingly. I get visits from my old students who will bring up their favorite memories from our time together. I get hugs from kids who I thought didn't like school, or me for that matter. And now they're telling my new kids how lucky they are to have Mrs. Mayhall because she is the best. I'll forever be grateful to be that person in so many children's and families' lives. Thank you.
She's amazing. She's really an amazing person to have in your life.
I consider her my second mother. Probably the best teacher at the school.
I know I'm having a great day
When I see smiles on my students, especially when they walk into class.
As soon as you step in her classroom, it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different vibe.
I know I'm having a good day when I see those light bulb moments. It's like, oh yeah, a student finally understanding something. Success looks like me as a teacher being able to take a step back and allowing the students to really take ownership of their learning. Students should expect their teachers to set them up for success and be able to take on that challenge. I'm definitely able to make learning fun. Whatever they want to do, I want them to believe in themselves. I belong in Fort Worth ISD because of my students. The ones that I've had, the ones that I have, and the ones that I'm going to have. Teaching is not a 8:15 to 3:40 job. You are going to think about your students all the time. I know I belong in Fort Worth ISD because it's home.
Thanks, band. And now more Whiz Quiz. Jeff?
All right, thank you so much, Jocelyn. Still very, very close here in our final match. It is 100 to 110. Right now, the favor is for WLI by 10 points. It's still anybody's match. And we're going to do round number 3, which is the same as rounds 1 and 2. So if you guys are ready, let's begin with our first toss-up question of this round. When this force on an object is canceled by drag, terminal velocity is reached. The further apart two objects are, the smaller this force between them. On Earth, acceleration due to this is about 9.8 meters per second squared. For 10 points, name this attractive force that causes objects to fall toward WLI.
Gravity.
Gravity is right. And we go to our bonus questions for WLI. A rush on this material occurred in the 1870s in South Dakota. For 10 points each, name this material, which was also the cause of a rush in 1849 in California. Correct. A gold rush in this region of the Yukon in Canada is also the namesake of a chocolate-covered ice cream treat. Need an answer, guys?
A Sunday.
No? McLean? Need an answer, guys? All right, time. Sorry, it was Klondike. Klondike. All right. WLI, the 59ers led the gold rush on this mountain in Colorado in the 1850s, often using the motto of "this mountain or bust."
The Rocky Mountains.
No? McLean? Need an answer, guys?
No answer.
All right, Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak was the answer. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions. In the first book of this series, Amanda and Josh defeat zombies in their new home. That book is called Welcome to Dead House. Other books in this series are A Night in Terror Tower and One Day at Horrorland. For 10 points, WLI. I'm sorry? Goosebumps is right. All right, so WLI, back to you for our bonus questions. Waves and tides may create these sandy islands just off a coastline. For 10 points each, name this type of island, such as North Carolina's Outer Banks or Texas's Padre Island.
A sandbar.
No? McLean? Need an answer, guys?
Dune.
No, barrier islands. Okay. Back over to WLI. Barrier islands often separate the sea from these shallow inland bodies of water similar to those that lie in the middle of atolls.
Ponds.
No? McLean?
Seas?
No, lagoons. Lagoons. All right, back to WLI. Many barrier islands contain these landforms made of sand, which are shaped by the winds and tides and which protect the wetlands behind them.
Sand dunes.
Correct. All right, now we go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. Marco wants to know how many watermelons he can buy if he has $72 and each watermelon costs $4.50. Marco knows to divide the total amount of money he has by the unit price. For 10 points, how many $4.50 watermelons? McLean. Correct. All right, so we go to McLean now for our bonus questions. Tom Sawyer runs into Injun Joe in one of these places. For 10 points each, name this type of place which Tom explores with Becky before her father has it sealed off.
Cave?
Good. The Allegory of the Cave is a classic passage from The Republic, a book by this Greek philosopher. Need an answer, guys. All right, time. WLI?
Socrates.
No, Plato. All right, back over to McLean. This adventurer travels to the cave of the Cyclops Polyphemus, who traps him and his men inside, slowly eating some of the men until the rest escape.
Odysseus?
Correct. Good job. All right, now we go back to our toss-up questions for both teams. During this incident, the USS Arizona was sunk. This incident was planned by Yamamoto and occurred, WLI.
The bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Correct. And now we go to WLI for bonus questions. During the Korean War, only 2 countries supported the North Koreans for 10 points each. This country, currently North Korea's biggest trading partner, shares an 880-mile-long border with North Korea.
China.
Correct. This other country supported the North Koreans during the war under the leadership of Joseph Stalin.
Russia. Or Soviet Union.
Okay, we'll accept it. All right. Next question. Though it never officially declared war, this country sandwiched between China and the Soviet Union did provide some support for the North Korean side.
Mongolia.
Correct. All right, back to our toss-ups here. And this is the last toss-up question of round 3. Sublimation and deposition skip this phase of matter and at room temperature. McLean.
Liquid?
Correct. So now it's McLean's turn for bonus questions. Name some literary characters who live in space for 10 points each. This woman dreams that the astronauts will arrive to Mars in the second story of the Martian Chronicles. All right, need an answer, guys.
Time.
All right, time. WLI?
Anna.
No, we're looking for Wila, I'm guessing, or Ela. All right, the title character of this children's story describes to a pilot his life on an asteroid before visiting Earth.
The Little Prince?
That's right. And the last bonus question. This astronaut is left on Mars after a dust storm and uses his experience as a botanist to grow his own food in the novel The Martian by Andy Weir.
John?
No. WLI?
James.
No, we're looking for Mark Watney. All right. That is the end of round 3. Good job, both teams. We're going to have the final round in just a bit. Let's go back to Jocelyn.
Excellent job, teams. We also have an excellent audience, and they're lining up with my friend Daniel De La Cruz to play Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer, sponsored by Pizza Snob, who also provided pizza for the hard-working crew tonight. Yes, thank you, Pizza Snob. Daniel, who's our first contestant?
All right, thank you, Jocelyn. With me, I have.
Elise Stewart.
And what team are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for my little sister on McLean.
All right, well, are you ready for your first question?
Yes, I am.
Okay, name this symbol which is used on Twitter to tag popular or relevant phrases in a tweet.
Hashtag.
Is that your final answer?
Yep.
All right, let's see hashtag. And that is correct. Congratulations. Here's your prize. And now for our second contestant, who is?
Miriam Dragnonis.
And what team are you rooting for?
McLean 6.
All right, you ready for your first question?
Yes.
All right. A king with this name was the father of Queen Elizabeth II. What is the name of 6 British kings and the older son of Prince William? Would you like some help from the crowd?
Yeah. George.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, let's see George. And that is correct. Congratulations. Here's your prize. And now for our third and final contestant, who is?
Allison Pompa,
And what are you rooting for?
McLean 6.
All right. Well, are you ready for your question?
Yes, sir.
All right. This fruit is grown in California for eating and grown in Florida for juicing. Name this citrus fruit whose varieties include Valencia, Navel, and Mandarin. Would you like some help from the crowd? Anybody have? All right, the crowd said it's orange. Will you go with that answer?
Yeah.
All right, let's see orange. And that is correct. Congratulations. Here's your prize. And that is it for this segment of Are You Smarter Than a Whiz Quizzer? Jocelyn, back to you.
Thanks, Daniel, and thank you, contestants, and Pizza Snob. Well, that brings us to round 4. Jeff, all yours.
Okay, we have an exciting finish. I just feel it here in the final round of our final match in our 6th grade competition. Congratulations, because it's still a close game, close match. It's 150 to 190, still favoring WLI right now. We're still doing toss-up questions. They're still worth 10 points, and we still have the bonus questions as well. So if everybody's ready to go with our final round, let's begin. In February 2016, this company released new reactions like wow, ha ha, McLean.
Facebook?
Correct. All right, McLean, here comes the bonus questions for you. Failure to pay off a mortgage may result in this action happening to the property. For 10 points each, name this word beginning with F, which means a bank repossessing property paid for by a loan it originated. I need an answer, guys.
Time.
Time's up, but WLI.
Eviction.
No, it's foreclosure. All right, back over to McLean. Foreclosed properties are sometimes sold by the bank in this kind of event, where people can continue to bid until there are no higher bids.
Auction.
Correct. The bank can take back the property because it is considered this in relation to the loan. This word beginning with C refers to any object legally agreed upon to guarantee the loan. Need an answer, guys.
No answer.
Okay. WLI?
Collateral?
Collateral is right. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions. On this show, Haley falls in love with the male nanny, Andy. Haley's brainy sister goes to Caltech on this show. The show features a gay couple who adopted Lily from Vietnam. WLI?
Modern Family?
Correct. And now we go to bonus questions for WLI. One of the biggest names in this genre of music is Psy. For 10 points each, the Wonder Girls and BTS are among the other artists in this music genre, an export from Korea.
Hip-hop.
Correct. Psy's first big hit in the United States was this 2012 song, whose name refers to a certain district of Seoul famous for its unique culture?
Gangnam Style.
Correct. Psy's most recent album, released in 2017, is titled after this mathematical equation.
E equals MC squared.
No? McLean? No, it's 4 times 2 equals 8 is the name of the album. All right, let's go back to our toss-up questions, guys. In this place, squirrels throw a girl down a garbage chute. Veruca McLean.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Correct. And now, bonus questions for McLean. This country's special administrative regions include Macau and Hong Kong. For 10 points each, name this country which is making efforts to take more control of those regions.
China.
Yes? China disputes control over this island with a government based in the city of Taipei.
Hong Kong.
No? WLI?
Vietnam.
No, it's Taiwan. All right, back to McLean. The Chinese autonomous region of Xinjiang is home to a large population of Uyghurs, a people who largely practice this religion. Recently, China has come under fire for trying to force the Uyghurs to give up this religion by detaining them in camps.
Hindu.
No?
Buddhism.
No, it's Islam. Okay. Back to our toss-up questions. This woman had 3 children with the Roman general Mark Antony. Her son, WLI.
Cleopatra.
Correct. And so WLI, you have the bonus questions. Name these famous movie fathers. For 10 points each, the first Star Wars film reveals that this character is the father of Luke Skywalker.
Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker.
Correct. The Night at the Museum film series stars this actor as museum employee Larry Daly, who introduces his son to the wonders of the American Museum of Natural History. Need an answer?
I don't know.
Okay. McLean?
Ben Affleck.
No, it was Ben, but it's Ben Stiller. All right, back to WLI for our last bonus. This dad goes on a journey of thousands of miles in a search for his son, a young clownfish, in the Disney movie Finding Nemo.
Marlin.
Correct. All right, back to toss-ups. Bill Bowerman, one of this company's founders, coached its other founder, Phil Knight, at Oregon. This company owns Converse, but it is famous for its running shoes. McLean.
Nike.
Nike is correct. And so bonus questions for McLean. This character pulled a plum out of his Christmas pie using his thumb. For 10 points each, name this character who sat in a corner.
Jack.
I need more. Time's up. WLI?
Jack in the Beanstalk.
No, it was Jack Horner who sat in the corner. All right, back to McLean. Another famous nursery rhyme Jack is Jack Sprat, who is said to be unable to eat this type of food. What do you got?
Oh, sorry. Fat.
Yes. All right. A character named Jack appears in another fairy tale where he climbs up one of these objects into the sky and meets a giant.
A beanstalk.
That's right. And that is it. That's it. Round 4 is over. Way to go, guys. Let's tally up the score, and we will be back to announce it in just a little bit.
Thanks, Jeff. While they're adding up the scores, we'll take a short break.
Have you figured out how you can serve yet? Listen up.
There's a place for you in the Fort Worth Independent School District. We need teachers, especially with math, science, and bilingual skills. Learn to drive a bus and meet great kids along the route. We need campus monitors and custodial staff who take pride in the safety and appearance of all our schools. And a cafeteria crew offering many choices for students as well as employees.
Got it? You belong in Fort Worth ISD.
My name's Chase Swint. I drive a school bus. I'm a retired state employee after 27 years, and so I was too young just to sit home. So I was looking for another career. I have to get them from point A to point B safely. That is a very large responsibility. That's my number one responsibility. Good morning. To learn to drive the bus is, you think, I'll never do it, but you learn to. The hardest thing was backing the thing up, but you learn to do that. Once you get used to it, it's no more difficult than driving a regular car. See how many kids I had this morning. I have about 5.5 hours off each day, which I like because I take care of all my personal business, stuff like that. If I choose to, I could work during this time. I could do field trips, I could do standby. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. We have sick leave, we have vacation time. I'm paying into the teachers' retirement systems, health insurance if we choose to. This past summer, I chose not to work summer school, so I had all summer off. The first time in 43 years I haven't worked in the summer. I'm going to drive for at least 10 more years till I can get the retirement age, because I like it. Bye, see you tomorrow. Have a good day. There's nothing not to like about this job. See you tomorrow. Bye.
My second grade teacher demonstrated love and care for me on a daily basis. She made me feel important and needed. She gave me encouragement to do things when I was scared. She never gave up on our class. We all knew that she loved us. I knew from the time that I left second grade what I would become. I knew I wanted to be a teacher who loved and took care of her students. I have kept that idea and believe that is the reason I'm still in the classroom. We never know what's going on in another person's lives or the little ones that walk in our classrooms every morning. At the end of the day, I want my students to know they are safe, they are loved, and they are valued. It is up to each of us to learn strategies so that we can touch the lives for good and create lifelong learners.
Scores are in, and we have the winners for today's Whiz Quiz match. Take it away, Jeff.
Thank you, Jocelyn, so much. This was so exciting. What a great match. Both of the teams should be very, very proud. It was very close. In the end, it was only 40 points that separated the victor, and that is WLI. Congratulations. Way to go. But McLean, well done. I want to let Norma present the trophies.
Okay, I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Guys, thank your coaches. They've worked long and hard. They put in extra hours. They have to grade papers. They have to do all of that. And they stay after to help you guys. And they come to all the matches with you. So give them a round of applause, please. And I hope that you keep this up because you're all excellent. You did a great job. I'm going to present the second place trophy to McLean 6th grade. Okay. And here's the first place trophy to World Languages.
All right, way to go, guys. Congratulations. Let's go back up to Jocelyn.
Congratulations, WLI. Remember, the Whiz Quiz Championships continue for 2 more nights. Join us tomorrow evening for the middle school matches. Those get under at 5 o'clock, and Thursday is the high school starting at 4:30. Catch it all here on the Spectrum 192 or UVerse 99, or live stream it on our YouTube channel or the district's website. For all of us at Fort Worth ISD, thank you for supporting our students. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and all of our social media. One more time, thank you Pizza Snob Restaurants for feeding our very hungry crew tonight. Good night, everyone.